Before you open another can from Walmart, wait. This could save your health or the health of your family. A tiny dent. A small mistake in the package. That's all it takes to make your canned food dangerous without you knowing it. Still, millions of these cans sell out at Walmart every day. But at the conclusion of this video, you'll know exactly which 10 canned foods from Walmart you should never buy and the stunning reasons why they could be bad for your health without you ever knowing it. Number 10. Cut green beans from Great Value. Now, green beans don't sound dangerous, do they? What could go wrong with a safe, easy-to-open can of vegetables? So, here's the issue. A small dent in the can could mean that something bad is about to happen, like a bacterial infection starting to grow inside. And let's be honest, who really checks every can as they shop? Have you ever put a can in your cart without even looking at it? Yes, I do too. But here's the worrying part, Walmart doesn't always take dented cans off the shelf. If you look down any aisle of canned food, you'll see some that have small wrinkles or dings. That small dent? It's not just about looks. It can let air in, which is great for bacteria like Clostridium botulinum, which can make you sick and kill you. And no, it doesn't matter if the can was 50 cents less. It's not simply raw meat or dairy that are safe to eat. There are also actual concerns with canned goods, especially cheap, mass-produced ones. So, the next time you want to grab a damaged can because you think it's probably fine, stop and consider. Would you give that to your kids? To your partner? To yourself? Trust me, a small dent isn't worth going to the ER for. 9. Great Value chicken broth in a box. Let's go on to number 9 now. The chicken broth that comes in a cardboard box is called Great Value. It looks nice and safe, no metal, no dents, and it's easy to pour. But most people don't know this, cartons can be far more dangerous. You can't see in. You can't determine if the seal is broken. When air gets in, the bacteria party starts, and you won't know until it's too late. This was hard for a Texas family to learn. They used a Great Value stock to make soup that looked good. No smell. No strange color. Everything seemed fine, until after supper, when the kitchen started to smell bad. 3 out of 5 people at one table got sick. Nausea, food poisoning, and days of pain. The box had been damaged while it was being shipped or while it was on the shelf, and yes, that batch had been recalled. But not all stores get rid of bad products quickly enough. Especially in big stores like Walmart, where products move quickly and quality checks don't always happen. So, think about it, do you trust that small twist cap enough to take the chance? Spoiled soup is not only unpleasant, but it can also be harmful. Your nose might not always catch it. Your taste buds won't help you. And how is your health? It's not worth it to bet on a $1.99 box. 8. Beef stew from Dinty Moore. Next is Dinty Moore beef stew, which is like a can of comfort food. Sounds like a nice place to be, right? A hot, filling supper that doesn't need any work. But here's something most people don't know. More than 250,000 pounds of this food were pulled from stores because they were contaminated with bacteria. That's 250,000 pounds, and a lot of it was already sold before the recall. They had it at Walmart. People bought it. Some people even opened it, smelled something strange, and thought it was just canned meat that was acting strange. One client stated it smelled like death and metal. But here's the scary truth, you can't always smell trouble. There isn't usually a warning for botulism. There is no sound. Lethal. It can be too late by the time symptoms show up. It's not safe just because it's from a trusted brand. Before the damage, there are no recalls. They happen after people get sick. And in businesses that sell a lot of things, like Walmart, bad products don't always get taken off the shelves right away. The next time you see that stew on sale, ask yourself if it's worth endangering your life to save a few dollars. That strong label could be hiding something much worse. 7. Baked beans with Yellowstone molasses. Yellowstone molasses baked beans come in at number 7. In 2025, these sweet and smoky beans were pulled from the shelves, but not because of taste or bacteria. The label didn't say anything about soy. And for folks who are allergic to soy, that's not just a mistake. That might be a terrible mistake. During dinner, one household served these beans. A young youngster who was known to be allergic to soy had one bite, and his throat started to close up right away. They hurried him to the ICU. There was soy in the can, but it didn't mention so. How does that even happen? Sometimes it's a mistake in the labels. Sometimes, it's cross-contamination in the production. But when that happens, the repercussions can be terrible. So, let's be honest, if a product can't get the label right, what else is it doing wrong? Walmart has a lot of cheap brands on its shelves. But low pricing can mean taking risks that aren't safe. And here's a tip that goes for all foods: if you can't trust the label, you can't trust the food. 6. Van Camp's and Gova Tuna. 6. Van Camp's and Gova canned tuna are two of Walmart's most popular cheap proteins. Both companies had cans pulled from the shelves in 2024 because they were contaminated with botulism. The seals broke, letting bacteria spread within without anyone noticing. No bulging. No smell. No warning. You wouldn't know just by looking. The cans look great. That's the bit that scares me the most. One bite could cause your muscles to stop working, your breathing to stop, or even death. How many times have you put a can of tuna in your cart without looking? It's only tuna, right? But when a factory seal is broken, it becomes a quiet hazard. Walmart sells thousands of these cans every day. There will be more in the next phase. Stay tuned. Tuna is something I know. It's not expensive. It feels safe. But if safety is not a priority at the plant, that $1.29 can of tuna could be the most expensive dinner you've ever eaten. It doesn't mean it's safe just because it's sealed. And don't assume for a second that Walmart's shelves are safe from big recalls. If this list is helping you think about what you have in your pantry, click the like button and subscribe to Financial Prepping. We provide you suggestions every week to help you shop smarter, avoid hidden health traps, and keep your family safe, all without spending a lot of money. And believe me, what's coming next is going to blow your mind. 5. Canned vegetables in cans that have BPA in them. You grab a can of green beans, peas, or carrots. Great price. Fits your budget. Doesn't it seem like a good choice? But you don't know this, a lot of these cans still have BPA in them, which is a chemical that can mess with hormones, cause infertility, and cause developmental problems in kids. A lot of folks don't even know it's there. One lady in Georgia thought she was doing the right thing by making cheap meals for her little kids. Months later, she began to feel very tired and have problems with her hormones. Her doctor asked her a simple question: have you looked at what your food comes in? That's when she realized that the great value maize she bought all the time came from a can lined with BPA. What seemed like a smart side dish was hurting her health without her knowing it. What was the worst part? Walmart doesn't always make it clear. If the can doesn't state BPA-free, you should presume it is. This isn't just about junk food, it's happening in your vegetables too. So the next time you buy something, turn the can over. Put it back if it doesn't mention BPA-free. It's not worth it to save $1 if it means hurting your health in the long run. 4. Walmart tomato products, diced, sauce, paste made from tomatoes. Sauce for tomatoes. Tomatoes cut into small pieces. Things you always have on hand for chili or spaghetti night. But tomatoes are very acidic. And when that acid sits in a can, especially one that isn't BPA-free, it starts to eat away at the metal liner. What does that mean for you? It signifies that your marinara has microscopic pieces of metal in it. A Michigan consumer created a quick dinner with Walmart's great value tomato sauce. Hours later, she had stomach cramps, nausea, and a strange metallic taste in her mouth that she couldn't explain. The doctor suspected she had food poisoning. It turned out that the meal was getting tin in it. You can't see it. You can't smell it. But your body does respond to it. Tomato products can stay on shelves for months. Put in cheap packaging and food that is acidic? Your gut is the lab for that chemistry experiment. So the next time you reach for that can of sauce, think about how long it's been there and what else is in it besides tomatoes. 3. Soups in cans. We all adore how easy it is to crack open a can, heat it up, and eat. But Walmart's canned soups, like Great Value and other well-known brands, have a lot of sodium in them. Some have more than 900 milligrams per serving, and let's be honest, no one eats just one serving. That's almost all the salt you need for the day in one bowl. A Florida guy began to keep track of his blood pressure. His daily routine kept the same, but he added a can of soup to his lunch every day. His blood pressure went up a lot in a week. He believed it was stress, but it was the salt. Not just him. Older people are especially at risk. And most of them believe that these soups are a safe and easy dinner. But being simple doesn't mean being safe. That salt? It's not there for taste, it's a preservative that makes food last longer. And your body suffers the price: headaches, edema, tiredness, and more. So, look at the label. It's not comfort food if that soup has more sodium than a fast food meal. It's a quiet attack on your heart. Number 2, canned baby formula and condensed milk. If you go to Walmart's baby department, you'll notice aisles of formula and condensed milk. Some of them come from firms you've never heard of, but the price is low, so you buy it. But here's the problem: some of these things still have BPA or even tiny quantities of lead in them. And yes, real lab tests back it up, not just rumors on the internet. To save money, a young couple in Ohio bought some inexpensive infant formula. A week later, their infant had skin rashes and problems with their stomach. The doctor said, "What do you feed them?" It turns out that the packaging for the formula didn't have any visible indications showing that it was BPA-free or FDA approved. They believed they were being clever. But they had to pay for their baby's health in order to save a few dollars. It's not just the formula. Even cans of condensed milk, which are used in baking or as a substitute for homemade formula, are dangerous. This isn't meant to scare parents. This is about keeping the individuals in your home who are most at risk safe. Don't take the chance if the label isn't obvious. 1. Mixed canned meals, like chili, ravioli, and mac and cheese. These are the meals we all grab when we're weary or don't have much time. But Walmart's canned mixed meals are full with preservatives, salt, trans fats, and fake thickeners. They will fill you up, but they will also make you feel slow, bloated, and tired. One parent packed a few cans for a weekend camping trip with his kids. No cooking needed for easy dinners. But by the first night, everyone suffered headaches, nausea, and stomach pain. They thought it was the weather at first, but it was the food. What looked like dinner was really a chemical soup made with inexpensive ingredients and fake additions that are hard for your body to break down. These aren't food. They're factory-made formulations that look like they're easy to use. You might believe you're saving time and money, but are you? You're giving up some money in exchange for tiredness, swelling, and health concerns that last a long time. This is what you need to know: not everything that fills you up gives you energy. You might save a few dollars today by buying those inexpensive canned meals, but they could cost you a lot more tomorrow. This isn't about disliking Walmart, it's about becoming a wiser shopper. It's about keeping your body and the people you care about safe from hazards that most people don't see coming. Please let us know in the comments, what canned food do you refuse to buy? And if you're ready to avoid even more traps, check out our following video, 12 Walmart shopping secrets you can't afford to ignore. What made that list will surprise you. Thanks for viewing. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.